Imagine waking up one morning in a world where fast food never existed. No golden arches, no drive-thrus, no late-night chicken nuggets saving your soul after a terrible day at work. It sounds peaceful until you realize you actually have to cook. Every single time. Today we're diving into the wild, alternate universe of what if fast food never exists, where fast food chains didn't shape modern life. Let's find out how human life would be right here on History of Food. Let's start with the most obvious impact, our schedules. In a world with no fast food, mornings would look very different. Instead of rolling out of bed, grabbing a sausage-egg sandwich and pretending you're doing intermittent fasting, you'd be forced to wake up earlier just to cook breakfast. Most adults would be walking around with a permanent expression of mild resentment, because nothing says stress like burning your toast while trying to iron your clothes at the same time. You think we're late to work now? Without fast food, half of us would be fired before lunch. Speaking of lunch, corporate life would be a battlefield. Picture entire office buildings trying to heat homemade meals in microwaves that would constantly break down from overuse. You'd see grown adults fighting over Tupperware space like it's a territorial dispute on a nature documentary. And forget grab a burger real quick. That phrase wouldn't exist. Instead, people would say things like, "I'll be back in 45 minutes, I need to saute something." No one knows how to saute. Productivity? Finished. Now let's talk traffic. Drive-thrus are one of the top reasons people clog roads. Without them, imagine the peace. No lines wrapping around the block, no people blocking entire streets just to get milk tea at 2 p.m. Traffic would still be bad because humans are humans, but at least we wouldn't have that one car positioned diagonally across 2 lanes waiting for a double cheeseburger. But the downside, those late-night hunger emergencies, yeah, they would be tragic. You come home after a long day craving something quick. You open your fridge. There's only ketchup, a suspicious piece of lettuce, and a single egg. In our current world, you can save yourself with a quick fast food run. In the no fast food universe, you'd have to get creative or go to sleep angry. And we all know sleeping while hungry is basically signing up for a dream where you're chasing a giant sandwich that never slows down. Let's move to health, the category that fast food gets roasted for the most. You'd expect that without fast food, people would be incredibly healthy, glowing, jogging everywhere, drinking green smoothies and posting inspirational quotes. Not exactly. Humans are resourceful, and when we want something quick and greasy, we find a way. Homemade fast food would still exist, it would just be messier. Instead of buying fries, people would be deep-frying potatoes at home without thermometers, setting off smoke alarms like they're alarms for bad decisions. Some would discover talent. Many would discover their fire extinguisher. Another thing that would look totally different, pop culture. Half of our movies, ads, and memes involve fast food in one way or another. Imagine eliminating every scene of someone crying in a car while eating fries, or every character in a sitcom storming into the room with a bag of takeout. Iconic moments? Gone. Even teenagers wouldn't know the joy of going out at night and spending their entire allowance on fast food and gossip. The social bonding experience of sharing fries while complaining about life? Lost forever. Now let's talk about dating. Without fast food, first dates would be a financial nightmare. People wouldn't have affordable but decent options. Instead of saying, "Let's grab some burgers," you'd have to say, "So, want to go to this restaurant where the cheapest thing is $15? And since cooking together would become a common idea, imagine the chaos. 2 awkward adults trying to follow a recipe, pretending they're calm while accidentally burning garlic. Relationships would end before they even start. We should also think about the economy. Fast food chains employ millions of people globally. Without them, job hunting would be brutal. High school students would be forced to find other part-time jobs, like mowing lawns, tutoring, or becoming those people who hand out flyers on the street. College students, meanwhile, would lose the reliable food source that keeps them alive between classes. They would either evolve into extremely efficient meal preppers or collapse. And what about kids? In a world without fast food, children everywhere would grow up eating only homemade food. Parents would be exhausted. Every birthday party would involve actual cooking, not just ordering 40 pieces of chicken and calling it a day. Kids would never know the pure happiness of opening a fast food toy that breaks in 3 minutes. Instead, parents would have to create entertainment manually. The horror. Let's also appreciate that without fast food, global flavors wouldn't have spread so quickly. Many fast food chains introduced people to ideas like teriyaki, tacos, butter chicken, or spicy chicken sandwiches. Sure, not in their most authentic form, but still enough to spark curiosity. Without those exposures, some people would never discover certain cuisines simply because they wouldn't exist in their neighborhood. On the flip side, local restaurants would absolutely thrive. Mom-and-pop shops, street food vendors, and independent cafes would be the backbone of everyday life. And honestly, that part sounds amazing. Food would probably be more unique, more cultural, and more lovingly prepared. Dining out would feel special again, even if it takes longer. Let's not forget the tech revolution. Without fast food chains, food delivery apps would look completely different. Instead of delivering from dozens of chains in 15 minutes, the wait time would be around an hour, or whenever the restaurant feels like it. Riders would have it much harder, too. Imagine delivering only from small places that close at 8 p.m. The whole midnight cravings industry would collapse. Now picture road trips. Today, long drives are bearable because you know eventually you'll see a cluster of fast food signs promising burgers, fries, ice cream machines that may or may not work, and soda the size of your head. Without fast food, gas stations would be your only salvation. Road trips would feel like survival missions. Your car's trunk would look like a pantry, sandwiches, bottled water, and emergency snacks stocked like you're preparing for the apocalypse. But despite all these inconveniences, there's something wholesome about this alternate world. Communities would depend more on local food. Families would cook together more often. People might actually learn recipes passed down through generations instead of surviving on nuggets. Street food culture would flourish even more, and maybe, just maybe, people would slow down, even a little. Still, let's be honest, humanity would lose some of its most comforting rituals. That 11 p.m. burger run after a stressful day. That spontaneous decision to buy fries just because you're passing by. That moment you realize you're having a terrible week, so you treat yourself to a familiar meal that doesn't judge you. Fast food isn't just convenient, it's emotional support disguised as carbs. So what if fast food never existed? Life would be slower, messier, healthier in some ways, more chaotic in others. We'd appreciate homemade meals more, but we'd also complain more because, let's face it, humans love convenience and fried food and not washing dishes. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below.